Yes or no? Who said no? Tell me why. This is right if I put what? Divide by 3 on the bottom, right? If I do that, it's okay. But they just cancel out. So it should have been 3a equals what? A plus B plus C, right? A lot of people are making that mistake and just timing everything by 3 and forgetting that it's, if you're going to times by 3, that's fine. But don't forget that it's also divided by that 3. Fair? Okay. So now where do we go from here? Go ahead. It's Callan, right? Callan. I had Kaylin in my mind and thought, nope, he told me wrong last time. Sorry, Kaylin. What am I going to do with them? Why am I going to subtract? Because it's the opposite, so I subtract. So I'm going to subtract B and C. So my answer is 3A minus B minus C is equal to A. Good job. Okay? Thank you for doing that problem. Let's talk about questions from 1.3. Last second questions, right? Some of you have already submitted. That's okay. It's due today by what time? 9 o'clock. Okay. Any questions? Go ahead, Larry. 16. So I've got, that's on 1, 2, 1, 3. Thank you for asking this question. I am actually going to write it on this sheet of paper just because we can see it a little better. Fair? Okay, here it is. Right here, number 16. That's number 16. Okay, where do we start? Peyton, say it loud. How? Times it by u plus 2. Good. So we're going to get rid of the u plus 2 by timesing by u plus 2. If I do it to this side, I also have to do it to this side. Okay, this goes away. I'm going to actually distribute this in as I write it down. Is that fair to everybody? Okay, so I'm going to get u times y plus 2 times y is equal to u plus 1. I'm solving for u, in case you wondered. All right, now what? Here's the tricky part, right? How many u's are up there? 2. Do I want 2 u's?
We're ready for juniors A through F. We can comment for your picture.
Okay, so we're going for u's. I have 2 of them. They're on opposite sides. What do? I heard somebody say, put them on the same side. How do I put them on the same side? Subtract what? You want me to subtract this u over there? Okay, we can do that. You could go the other way too, right? Now, I'm going to just stick a 1 in here. Does that change the problem at all? No. Okay, so if I subtract u over here. And these go away, and I get, how do I subtract these? What? It won't cancel out. But remember what I told you before? If you have a u, what do you do with the rest of it? You just take the u and put it on the outside, and what do I have left? Y minus 1, right? Plus 2y is equal to 1. Okay, I'm now ready. What next? Here's the u over here. What do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of the 2y, and you guys didn't see that. I'm sorry. Here's the u over here. What do I need to get rid of? So I'm going to subtract the 2y, and I get y minus 1 times u. is equal to 1 minus 2y. Now what? Get rid of the y minus 1. And how do I get rid of the y minus 1? Divide. Why am I dividing? Andrew, why am I dividing? Because I'm timesing. So to get rid of it, I divide it. Very good. So I get u equals 1 minus 2y over y minus 1. That's my answer. Now, what if I had moved the u from the uy over to this side? Could I do it that way? Absolutely. Does it change this answer? Just a little bit. It might be 2y minus 1 equals 1 minus y. Okay? So it's the same thing. Don't like change your answer just because of that. Okay? Good job. Any others? Go ahead. 14. Tell me your name again, would you? Meadow. I got melody in my brain, but that's because she sits right there. I knew that was wrong. 14. 14 is, okay, I'm going to stick it in here too. X equals BT plus 1/2 AT squared, and we're supposed to solve for V. Okay? What are you going to do first? Okay, then what are we going to do first? You like that? No, I don't either. So what should we do? How? I don't know how to get, there you go. Exactly. Times everything by 2. Now this kind of gets a little tricky, but it's not horrible. If I times this by 2, this becomes 2x. What happens here? 2vt, right? What happens here? 1/2 times 2 is 1 AT squared. Are we good? Or are we confused? If we are confused, will you please give me a thumbs up? Just you can put right here, nobody else will see. Okay, so what do we do next? Who's talking? Okay, Peggy. Why? Okay, good. She said we need to get rid of the AT squared because I'm trying to get the V alone. So I need to move this AT squared, and she says because it's added, we subtract it over here. So we subtract AT squared on both sides, and I get, this goes away, 2x minus AT squared is equal to 2VT. Right? Is it looking better? Are we feeling more confident? Kira, what do we do next? Divide by 2t. Why would you divide by 2t? But the v's in the middle. Can I just take it out of there? Yes, I can. 2t. 2t. So this t's will go away. This t's will go away. I'm left with v. And I get 2x minus at squared over 2t. And we're okay with that, right? Yeah, we can leave the answer right there. Some of you want to go like this. X over t minus a t over 2. No, the t is equal. All right. the same thing. If you take, and Park Valley, you can't see this, but if you guys have a question, let me know. So we take this part of it, and I canceled out the 2. So I get the x and the t. And then I take this part of it, and I cancel out a t on both of them. That's what gave me that one. Okay? Does that make sense? Anybody totally confused on that problem? All right. We are now ready to go on. Tomorrow, we are going to do a short bell quiz. And because we have 30 minutes, it may take some of us all 30 minutes. Now, realizing on our test, okay, on your test, it will have level 1 questions, really, really easy ones, all the way to a level 4 question, okay? This would be a level 4 question, where I have U's on top and bottom, and I'm trying to get rid of them. That would be a level 4 question. This would probably be a 3 or a 4 question, okay? So if you get a level 4 question and you get it all right, and you got everything right to there, you're going to score your 10 on your Bell 1. If you missed all of these, you're going to get less than that, and I'll get you in to get you some more help, okay? I just want you to be aware of what's going down, okay? Questions about our Bell 1A tomorrow? Okay. Today we're going to move on. We're going to do some polynomial addition. And we talked a little bit yesterday, really quick at the end of class, about polynomials. Kate, I have a question for you. You tried to get on yesterday. Did you try during class? Okay, because I was like, you never popped up, and we kept trying to send you new things, and I was like, I don't know if she's not trying, because it's fine. I just wanted to make sure if somebody was trying to get on, how to get them on. So you didn't try to get on, we're good. But you did get onto the video link after I got it up. Okay. Good, thank you. And you didn't miss a whole ton yesterday, in case you wondered. You spent the 40 minutes watching that. You should fast forward. Okay, here we go. So yesterday we talked about standard form. And remember when we said standard form, we always put the one with the highest exponent first, and then go down in descending order. So you all did this one, right? Yes? So I can call on anybody and they have an answer. If not, you better hurry. And I'm still learning names, so I've got to get them. I know approximately where they fit now. Let's go with Gracie. Yep. And that is correct. Very good. Really easy, right? So what we do is we put them in descending order. Now, somebody asked me this question the other day. What if I have X's and Y's? If it says to write them in descending order on our assignment and you have X's and Y's, you don't, in the same size, you don't have to worry about it, okay? If we only have one variable, put it in descending order. If I have more than one, yeah, just put it out there, however you want. Fair? Okay, because I don't know, we talked about it, and we decided as a department that we've been taught different ways about what standard form is if you have both. So we're not worrying about it. Okay? All right, so here we go. Function notation. We already talked about function notation with Mrs. Judy and graduating from f of x equals y. So why do we use function notation instead of just leaving x and y? Anybody know the answer to that?
Junior, G through L, please come as a comment for your picture.
G. I thought she said Z. Okay. So the reason why we use function notation is so I know that the variable that I'm putting into the equation to get the answer out is the x value. That tells me that x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. That means X depends on, or Y depends on X, okay? So no matter what I have, I can put in anything I want for X, but the Y value is based upon the X. And that's why they do function notation with the f of X. This tells me right here, this does not mean f times X, right? Okay, Macy, I don't think your phone is that important. So this tells me that the X, this does not say f times X, this tells me f of X, which means the value I put in X is going to help me determine what goes in the Y value. That's all it's saying, okay? So when you see this, g of X, it also means Y. When you see h of X, it also means Y. And when I see, is that a T? T of X, it also means just Y. So those parentheses there do not mean multiply. They mean that's what I'm putting in, okay? So when I'm adding and subtracting, there's ways we can write adding and subtracting polynomials. I can write it f of X plus g of X. That just means take my whole equation f, add it to my whole equation g. It can be written like this, it can be written like this, and it can be written like this. They all mean the same thing. So when you get over to your assignment over here, we tried to give you some each way. So this one's h of X plus g of X. This one's k plus j of X. These mean the same thing. I'm just going to be adding. Well, you can't see that. They mean the same thing. I'm just going to be adding. Okay? Now, we're going to do some adding in just a minute. So, if it has these functions right here, f plus g, so I'm going to write f of X is equal to 9x squared minus 4x plus 2. G of X is equal to 3x minus 1. And I want to do f plus g of X. What that means is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to add it to this. So that means 9x squared minus 4x plus 2 plus 3x minus 1. Okay? Now to do that, what I do is I just add common or like terms. What does it mean by like terms? Same variable. So does that mean I add this one, and this one together? This one, the 9x squared, the 4x, and the 3x, do I add all of those? Do they have the same variable? This has the squares, right? So it's not the same as these two. Okay? They got to be like, which means they've got to be exactly alike. So what would my answer be? 9x squared minus 1x plus 1. And that's my answer. So I did this one, 9x squared, negative 4x plus 3x, negative 1. 2 plus negative 1 is 1. Okay? That would be your answer to this right here, would be equal to that. If I'm adding. What if I'm subtracting? What if I said, okay, I'll do this one. Let's do h of X minus g of X, which means I'm going to take negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 10, and I'm going to subtract 3x minus 1. Okay? Now, once again, I'm of the opinion make it as easy as I can, right? And the problem is right here. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this negative and I'm going to distribute it into this one. You okay with that? So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this negative 1 and I'm going to distribute it in. So I'm going to take this, make it a positive, this a negative, and this a positive. And then I'm going to add just like I did before. So what's my answer? Say it loud, I heard it back there. Negative 2x squared minus 9. What happened to the 3 x's? They cancel each other out. Are you good with that? Okay, this one over here says f of x minus h of x. So let's do that one. Which means I have 9x squared minus 4x plus 2 minus negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 10. What do I do first? It's a minus, so I go change all the signs in the next parentheses. And what do I get? I'm ready. No one wants to answer. I'll call on someone who hasn't had a turn for a while. Everybody just got Alyssa. You got to talk loud because you have a mask and it muffles it, and you're quiet anyway, right? So talk loud, like you would on the soccer field. Go. But I have an x squared and an x squared here, right? Okay, so tell me what it would be. Yep. I think you said 11x squared, didn't you? Okay, then what? Close. This is negative. This is negative.
Juniors, and through R, please come to the common. Also remember, even if you do not buy a packet, you need to get your picture taken so that you'll be in your book. Thank you.
Or they use your last year's picture. Minus 7x, good. And plus 12. And there's your answer. Okay? We already did the sum of f and g. We did that one up here, so we're not going to do it again. So turn the page, and then look what they do over here. They say, here's a couple of examples. This and this mean the same thing. No, you can't see that. F of x minus g of x, or f minus g, is the same thing. So let's do that one. We've got 1 minus 5x plus x cubed minus 2x to the fourth plus 5x cubed minus 10x squared. Not gonna help me. You're confused? Well, okay, so you like the minus. I don't, so I'm going to change it, right? What do I change? I minus this and everything in here. So this is positive, I change that to a negative. This is positive, I change it to a negative. This is negative, so I change it to a positive. So everything in the parenthesis behind the negative. Fair? Okay, now. You have a like term with the 1. Is there another one that doesn't have a variable anywhere? No, so write it down. And we'll cross that out because we've taken care of it. Fair? Okay, now we have a 5x. Do we have anything else that just has x? No, so we're going to write that down. Good, cross that out. We've taken care of it. Do we have anything that has an x cubed? We have a 5x cubed and it's negative. So I've got x cubed minus 5x cubed, which gives me There you go, negative 4x cubed. Those are gone. Do I have anything else with a negative x to, or an x to the fourth? Negative 2x to the fourth. And it's going to be positive though, right? Why is it positive? Because we switched it, right? Okay, so we've now taken care of everything. Now all we have to do is write it in standard form. So what do I write first in standard form? I heard it, negative 2x to the fourth. Then what? Negative 4x cubed. Then what? 10x squared. Thank you. Minus 5x plus 1. And there's your answer. Did we help your confusion? You got it now? Could you do another one? Maybe. Try that next one. Here we go. H minus j. So I have 5x cubed plus 3x squared plus 8x plus 2. This whole thing minus 2x squared plus 4x plus 7. What do I do very first? Hayden, what do I do first? Here's my problem. All the negatives are positive. I'm going to make this a positive. But what does that do to these? I change it, right? Okay. Are you ready? Go. We have another x cubed. Yeah, where? That one's x squared. I don't, so I write it down. Okay, you guys, do this assignment. These are just more practice. So, would you go through number 18 tonight?
If the T logs in and is assigned to the auto